If coveting is a sin, one team here might need to ask for forgiveness, sitting just outside the rankings and wanting what their opponent today has, a spot in the top 25. Welcome to the banks of the Raritan in Piscataway, New Jersey, SHI Stadium, home to the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. As we'll see, the winners of 5 straight, the James Madison Dukes, taking on the second-ranked team in the land, the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. Glad to have you with us for EA Sports College Football. I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me in the booth. Guys, we are ready to tee it up. And the Dukes will boot it away to start the game. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. Motion from the wideout. Looking downfield on first down. With the catch, it's Sheffield. Good call, good execution as they move the chains and they have a first down at the 38. You know, you open a game like that and it sends a message. You might want to take him away, but you're not going to.
You ain't going to. My guy is better than yours. And guess what? I know you know he's good, but we're still going to throw him the football no matter what you do. This offense is confident in his ability, and this is why. He makes big plays and starts the game off with a big play.
Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
Well, it's plays like that that'll help this offense stay in rhythm all game long. If you can have that kind of success on first down running the football, it just opens up your entire playbook moving forward.
Bringing the heat. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
This offensive line's got to do a better job. I mean, he doesn't even have time to go through his progressions. You've got to give your QB some time. You've got to make him feel comfortable. They didn't. They got in there quick, fast, and in a hurry.
And the Scarlet Knights are at the line trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick it up on the ground. He just needed a yard on 3rd down, and there just wasn't any room to pick it up.
And you hear about run blitzes. This is exactly what a run blitz is. When you know the ball's coming up the middle, you want to bring those linebackers, get them closer to the line of scrimmage, and fire. Right when the ball snapped, he's coming downhill, doing a good job creating the loss. That linebacker really knew what was going on.
This offense wants to send a message on the opening drive of the game. No punting today. They'll go for it on. It's a seam wide open. Turning it on. He's at the 20. Touchdown, Rutgers. He found some open space and turned on the Jets.
And these offensive coordinators tell you they want to start fast and they want to establish the run game. That is exactly what you did. First drive, you hand the football off, making the big explosive run, setting the tone for this football game.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line.
That play shows you really what this defense is about. It's a difficult one to attack. They're really good. One of the best in the country. They come at you from all angles. So I'm interested to watch. How do you mix up the play calling? How do you keep the defense off balance? Because they are a good one.
Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. To the air, it's Barnett. Rushes on him. Catch in the middle, it's Ellis. And he's able to shed one tackle, but still just a very short gain.
Well, your opponent scored on their opening drive, so obviously no need to panic. But I know, having been in this situation as a quarterback, you want to answer right away. So really good to see him making some nice throws here on their opening drive. He's going to try and see if he can get this thing tied up.
On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. He's going to take off. At the 45, on his way. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Mark it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. The Dukes have it with a 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
And I think on that last play, that's an example of the quarterback trying to predetermine who he wants to throw to, and instead of letting the defense dictate who gets the ball. Man coverage, that guy was not open that time out on the perimeter of the field. Still, he gave him a chance, but that thing had incompletion written all over it from the moment the ball left his hand.
He almost picked up the 1st down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
Really good offenses are able to attack short. You've got to be able to attack the whole field to make you honor that underneath part, then the intermediate part, and then you take shots down the field. This will loosen up some shots for later in the game.
And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Looking for a man, it's Barnett. Pick off! What a play by this defense. Going the other way, and he's got room. The 20, 10, touchdown, Scarlet Knights. And they turn it into a defensive score.
And the defense sets the tone early in this football game. We're still in the 1st quarter, and this is looking like they're putting a complete game together. Offense scoring, defense scoring. Palmer, they're up 2 touchdowns already.
Yeah, you got to give this coaching staff credit. They have their guys ready to go, and this is what you call firing on all cylinders early in a game.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's not going to take a knee. Here he comes. Not nearly as much as he had hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Good news, I guess. A lot of room to work with as they start this drive from their own 15. They'll go to the ground. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
I don't like the play call. You're down this much against the best run defense in the entire country. You're just smashing your face against the wall. You're not going to get it done. To win this game, you're going to have to throw the ball to get back in it.
Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. Gets him on the ground at the 31, but a nice pickup of 15 yards there.
Nice completion here to this wide receiver, and you're going to see this receiver line up in different spots all over the field all game long. Defense has got to keep their eye on where this guy is because they know he's a big...
Fires one high and deep. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, this defense was ready for go balls against this receiver and his speed. He's one of the fastest in the country. They knew this quarterback was going to try to take the top off the defense. That time they couldn't link up, but if you're on defense, just know they're going to try that play again.
Looking downfield, it's Barnett. Got it in the middle, it's Alston. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Now, I think this receiver's forte is his route running. He's a guy that can line up all over the field, but it's not just catching post routes and goes. This guy can run shallows, he can run slants, he can run the option routes and find soft spots in the defense. This guy really has all the routes in his toolbox.
And the defense is doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
They'll go to work in the air on second down. Quickly out to the tight end. And a good job of coverage by that defense, just a short pickup.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Now facing a 3rd and long from the 50-yard line. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He'll try to... The ball's free! And the defense jumps on it. They get that turnover.
And man, I love my quarterbacks that want to make plays and make those big plays and scramble around and get away from people, but you got to tuck that football away. When you're going to run through arm tackles and people are around you diving, make sure you got that thing locked up. He did, and defense took advantage of it.
And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
That's how you blow up the screen pass if you're on defense. You got to hit the quarterback fast and force the incompletion.
Finds a little space. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. They largely dominated the first quarter and built a nice lead to get started. So they go back to work after the break, and it is 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Makes the grab, it's strong. He's got first down yardage as they move it to the 44.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, goes and gets a first down.
The Scarlet Knights have it with a 1st and 10. Looking for space, it's Campbell. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And you want to run the football. That's okay. You'll take some of these. But if they start to add up down the road, obviously, you might want to think about airing it out a little bit.
After picking up a couple, it's 2nd and 8. Looking to the big tight end. He's got it. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down.
Well, you know who's got to love this offense picking up so many first downs? It's their own defense. David, I know you love playing on teams with great defenses.
And the Scarlet Knights are marching down the field. It'll be a draw. Hard running there. Knocked down after a 3-yard gain to the 25.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Rutgers. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6. No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Quarterbacks love receivers that can get separation, but that amount of separation is a little excessive.
I agree, Reese, and I think the defense needs to have a little powwow on the sidelines and talk about what just happened, because that was an absolute busted coverage on the back end. The defense can't keep playing like that.
They'll snap this one to start the drive from their own 22. Running behind that left side. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Well, it was a good throw, it was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
It'll be 3rd and long. Back to pass, it's Barnett. Quarterback on the move, still looking. Jukes his way for more. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short.
Really nice job by the defense that time. 3rd down, they're expecting pass, but they also know that this quarterback is dangerous when he wants to scramble. And it was almost as if they were expecting that. They were able to get to him, get him down. It now sets up 4th down. And you don't see the defense sprinting off the field just yet, guys. They're not sure. With this guy's scrambling ability, they may try to go for this.
The offense stays on the field. Maybe they'll try to make the defense jump. They also might try to run it ahead for 1 yard. They'll run for it. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work.
Aggressive. You want to be aggressive. You want to take chances, and you tell your team about it all week, and you come out and you get an opportunity in the first half to go for it on 4th down. You shot your shot. The problem is now you put your defense in a bad situation early in this game where you're going to have to try to find a way to get a stop and create some momentum.
Finds the tight end. Excellent job working through the air there, finding a hole in that defense and picking up a first down. No reason to panic when you see those extra bodies coming. Just find the big tight end.
Well, and the great ones do that. I think the great ones are okay. You want to blitz? I know my answers. I'm all right. I'll stay patient. Find the matchup. This time it was the tight end. Finds the tight end, throws a strike, gets the first down.
Here's a heat. Can't find his man as he took a shot trying to deliver that football, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if the quarterback got confused on first down. He might have thought the defense was going to be in man coverage that time, but they were in zone. They fooled him and just didn't seem like he had his eyes in the right place, was forcing that ball to his intended target. The window way too small. The guy was not open, so that didn't have that chance to be complete.
And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. Now facing a 3rd and long. Here we go. Just keep slinging it. Quarterback floating away from pressure. And makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, State University of New Jersey.
Well, this thing's turning into a rout, and it's turning into a rout quickly. Really nice job by the offense there, but it's not just them. Their defense is getting it done. Their special teams are getting it done, and it just feels like they're really feeding off of this home crowd and their energy. This has been the definition of home field advantage in this football game.
Here he comes from inside his own 5. Not a lot of space to be found. Good hustle by the coverage team, and they stop him at the 21. They'd love to put a long drive together here as they start from their own 21. Back to throw, it's Barnett. The screen, and watch out. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. The Dukes in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Looking to fire. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Looked like the offense had a chance for a big play there, but the running back just could not reel that ball in.
And the Dukes come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He's going to look for a man on 3rd and short. And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Referee signals timeout as the defense wanting to make sure that they have everything just right with a big play coming. Gets his first one of the day off. He was called on 4 times in last week's win. He's got great speed. Coverage team able to put a stop to that return at the 42-yard line. They'll start this drive from the 42. They'll start this drive going to the air. Throws to the tight end. He's got it. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Nice patience by the quarterback here working against zone coverage. He was allowing his receiver an opportunity to find that open space in the defense before pulling the trigger.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Yeah, and listen, the offense has had their way, and they've had so much success and so much production. But listen, at least the defense got a rep. You know, maybe this gets you a spark. Maybe this gets you some energy. Maybe we'll see a little bit more life from this defense.
Yeah, they may not win the game, but I think this defensive coaching staff at this point, based on how this game has gone, they're just trying to find things to build off of. And maybe that's something they can point to as they get ready for their next opponent of things they did right, things that they got to do more consistently moving forward. We love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. They get to him as he throws.
Oh, you know what time it is when the defense gets that stop on 3rd down. Fist up in the air. Nice job getting to the quarterback, putting some pressure on him, hitting him, forcing the incompletion. 4th down, baby.
And he had just enough to will that one home. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Gets the back moving. Back to throw, it's Barnett. Makes the grab on the left. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. Running out of time here in the first half, they're going to have to be efficient to put some points on the board before the break. Looking downfield very late in the half. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. The Scarlet Knights will kick it away to start the second half. And he takes this from inside the 5. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. They'll christen this drive from the 28-yard line. They'll start the third quarter with the run. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
And I think this has probably been the most surprising thing of this game so far. This guy's one of the best running backs in the entire country. They just can't get him going. He's never been able to get into a rhythm. You got to give the defense so much credit because they have been able to shut this guy down, and they got to keep that up here in the second half.
Kind of like that big, reliable security blanket. And that's what tight ends are a lot of times. They're just usually big, huge guys that if I throw it anywhere near him, he's going to pluck it, catch it, and give me some positive yards.
That defensive front just flat whipped them as they knock him down for a big loss.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
I know you want to keep the ball away from the other offense, but going for it inside your own 40? He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Oh, it's picked off. That's not the start they hoped for. Would have loved to have gotten a big return out of that one, but they'll take it first down at the 40.
And he can fill up the hand now with that pick, man. That's number 5 on the season, consistently making plays for his defense. Always a guy where we're going to be calling his name over and over again.
Rutgers has it back. They'll send the offense back onto the field. Here's the handoff. He's knocked down a couple of yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Man, when you go into the half and you're down, like, that speech is usually pretty fiery. A lot of words you can't use on television. And so this coaching staff probably challenged their guys, and I like the way they started this second half so far. Physically, flying around, doing a great job stopping the run. They got to play like this the rest of the game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Finds his man, it's Sheffield. They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that will probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Tough run in this part of the field. He's got 4 down to the 23. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides the back on the option, the give. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
And how about that linebacker? Seeing the ball getting thrown really quickly to the wide receiver, breaking on it, and then being able to get that fast guy on the ground for no gain. That's a really athletic play by that linebacker.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Makes the grab. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
We've seen really nice balance here on this drive. Quarterback's 3 for 3. He's picking this defense apart. They've also run the ball well, too, and here they are down close to the goal line. This defense has no idea what's coming next.
And the Scarlet Knights will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. Some hard running there, but just... any defenders as he stopped for a loss.
And this offense knew coming into the game, when they get to the red zone, it's going to be tough sledding because it's hard to run, especially against this physical defense. They're one of the top 5 defenses stopping the run. And you know at this area of the field, it's really tough to throw it. Let's see who...
Throw to the end zone. It's picked off. Picked up a few extra on that return, but what a play by this defense to get the football.
And the defender makes a great read, breaks on the football, and makes the big interception in the back end. And here's the thing, that's number 4 this season, so he's finding the football consistently.
Guys, James Madison ready to go back on the attack. He threw a pick the last time they had it. Now they have to take care of the football. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. Snatches it on the right. Off to the races. There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, James Madison. Once he got some room, it was over.
Man, that is as good as it gets. 99 yards. Talk about flipping the field, creating an explosive play. Momentum switch. There it is. Out of your own end zone, backed up. 99 yards to the house.
The extra point is good, but the lead is still big, down 31-7. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey, guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in Conference USA. Sam Houston is in the unusual position of having to come from behind right now, but there's not a soul who doesn't believe they can't pull this off. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Oklahoma State. 2 fan bases with very different emotions in CUSA as we send it back to you.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. They'll run it out of the shotgun. Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
Defensively, with all the space now and spread football, there's so many opportunities where it's one-on-one tackling, and it's really hard to do. It's hard to get guys to the ground that are so talented. That's why defenses have to swarm to the football, get multiple guys there. That's your best chance to not have broken tackles.
Looking to scramble. Outside the pocket, lets it go. Got his man downfield. A huge play, and they get it all the way to the 45-yard line.
To be honest, I think the quarterback was a little bit surprised himself at the play call that came in that time. You've got a 3-possession lead here in the third quarter of this game. You're probably expecting some short throws, some runs. And this play caller is still asking for shot plays. And listen, you're the quarterback. You're happy to oblige. When you've got the playmakers you have offensively, just keep chucking it.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Chance to mull things over. Let's see how they start the final period here on second down. Back to pass. Pulls it in. It's Campbell. On the move at the 30. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17. And that comfortable lead they enjoy right now is not slowing down the aggression, not one bit.
Well, I think at this point the coaching staff is just trying to continue evaluating their own players, and I don't hate the mindset. If there's time on the clock, keep trying to score.
Gets it out quickly. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab.
I like the decision by the quarterback here. Just get the ball out of your hands, get it to your playmaker. A lot of times he'll dance and make even bigger plays than he did here, but it was still a positive game.
Out of the gun, the running back has it. He's all the way down to the 3. An electric run has him set up.
Everything going the offense's way. They're trying to ice this game late. They've got a really nice lead, so you just want to run the ball, high percentage throws, and keep the chains moving, and they're doing that. This has been a beautiful drive to watch. Offense continues to stay in a nice rhythm here late.
And he gets it back to the 4-yard line. No farther than that. No gain on the play.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one. It's looking like they're going to have to throw this one in now on third down, David. And you know the execution just has to be spot on. Timing especially at the quarterback position here.
And thinking about the defense, they're...
Touchdown, Scarlet Knights! And they take it in for 6 more points. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win.
Points, points, and more points. This offense has had their way. They just keep their foot on the gas, keep putting up points, keep putting up touchdowns. And you know what? This is one of those stats days. You look back and you're like, that guy had 12 touchdowns on the year. Well, 4 or 5 of them might have been in this game.
A lot of field in front of them as they open this possession from their own 20. Use the play fake, now to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Just masterful working that sideline and getting the toe down for the catch.
This has been a frustrating day. I mean, they haven't moved the ball consistently, and now you get a play, but they haven't put 2 and 3 and 4 plays together, and that's why they're trailing in this football game. So maybe they can find some kind of a rhythm here late in the game and get something cooking.
The Dukes want to move quickly.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it up.
Oh, he's getting ahead of steam. He's loose. He goes out of bounds right at the 10-yard line, and the offense can smell the touchdown from here. On the double. And the Dukes will have it 1st and 10. Cricket. Off the play fake. Lets it go to the end zone. Can't make the grab as he was going for 6 right there.
And it's just been that kind of day for this quarterback and this offense, guys. They have never been able to get into a rhythm throwing the football. Timing's been off. Accuracy hasn't been great. We've seen some drops. Just not in sync, and that's why they find themselves trailing by a lot right here late in the game.
And it's just been frustrating to watch the inconsistency of this guy at QB, man. You've got to be able to stay in rhythm in an offense, to stay ahead of schedule. And he's had a moment, and he threw a touchdown pass, but more consistency, more finding the open guys, delivering it to him, and keeping this offense on schedule.
Nice job by the defense getting after the QB. He's trying to scramble around. He's trying to go get that first with his legs, but he's not able to do it because of the speed on defense.
There is no point in a field goal here, so the offense stays on the field on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
That's a tough place to be if you're the quarterback, too. On 4th down, the defense dials up the blitz. You just feel the pocket constricting around you. It's like a black hole. There's just nothing you can do. It's hard to see receivers downfield. It's hard to step up, and on that play, you're helpless, and you know that you're losing possession. You're coming off the field.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Smart move to keep it on the ground. Brought down at the 25 after he picked up 10. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got it 1st and 10 from the 25. Might as well give it to him again. Works ahead for a couple. They'll stop him at the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. 4th quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Defense fills those gaps. He's got 1 to the 28.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
He'll pull it down. At the 40, there he goes. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down.
Let's go!
Give to the running back. Ball is loose. Oh, the offense lucky to fall on that loose football. It'll be 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. The quick out. Crosses the 30, he's got away. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening.
Great job by the running back on this play. It's a big 3rd down, and his ability to catch the ball, turn around, get north, make a guy miss, and go move the sticks. Awesome individual effort.
Ball spotted at the 27. It's 1st and 10. Quarterback making checks. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll go to the toss. And a nice solid pickup there before the defense wrestles him to the ground.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
And they probably don't need to risk running a play here, but the head coach might want to rub it in just a little bit. With the run on 1st and goal. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And how about this squad, man? Looking good again. Like, I feel like we say this week in and week out, just continuing to remain undefeated. Whatever it takes, offense, defense, special teams, they have been a good unit, and that's why their ranking is so high.
He's going to take a chance from midway in his end zone. I know he thinks he can house every return, but sometimes you just have to take a knee as he stopped at the 14. First snap of this drive will come from inside the 15 at their own 14-yard line. Looking downfield, it's Sluka. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, backed up inside their 20. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly. Pass falls incomplete, and there are still 3 seconds left.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to give this defense a ton of credit. They've done a great job in coverage. They've been breaking on passes. They've had their number, and that's why they're leading by as much as they are.
Complete out of the backfield, looking for the sticks. They make the stop, but that's going to do it here as time has expired, and that'll just serve to pad the stats.